Have there been moments when you felt that others did not prioritize you? Perhaps you went unnoticed as if you were invisible. Or were you used like a pawn in someone else's games? You navigate through life with an open heart, ready for sincere connections. Yet somehow you're perceived as a naive fool. Your kind deeds are forgotten faster than you can take the next step. Some even dare to depreciate your actions. It's unbearable to feel this way, especially when facing indifference from those close to you, family, friends, or a significant other. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to expect acknowledgement, citing that it is beyond our control. Honestly, expecting recognition and not receiving it is a recipe for serious disappointment. So, I want to offer you powerful tools of influence capable of earning you the recognition you deserve. This will be your real success. 7 incredible psychological methods that will change your status. I would like to ask you to make sure you watch this video until the end, because at the conclusion, I'll reveal the 8th secret method. Method number 1, refusal of the victim status. You need to determine in which role model you often find yourself. It often happens that a person unknowingly possesses the victim syndrome. The victim syndrome is an acquired personality trait in which a person sees themselves as a victim of the negative actions of others or circumstances. The victim syndrome can be recognized by the following symptoms. I feel suffering from the situation, and it makes me feel bad. I find myself in this situation for an extended period. I lack determination to improve the situation. I often end up in such situations with different people or circumstances. If you occasionally experience such moods or behaviors, you must understand that it is dangerous for you. If a person has the victim syndrome, they easily become dependent on others and feel like a failure. You need to change your thinking, gain self-respect, and learn to take real responsibility for your actions. Remember that you are the only cause of what happens around you. Therefore, it's crucial to approach unpleasant situations rationally and logically instead of futile suffering. Analyze the reasons for difficulties and seek solutions. Taking responsibility means giving your response to the life situation and deciding what you will do to achieve your goals. When you reject the victim status, many people will sense it, and a strong energy will emanate from you. Remember that you are the author of your destiny. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because the only one who doesn't make mistakes is the one who does nothing. Method number 2, don't be convenient for others. Many men or women choose the strategy of being convenient or pleasing to others to gain their attention and loyalty. This is a grave mistake, and I'll explain why. When we strive to be convenient, we often tend to suppress our personality and our own needs. This leads to a loss of authenticity and hinders the development of genuine and deep relationships. Willingness to fulfill requests and support others can lead to others viewing us as convenient resources rather than equal partners. When one side always seeks to be convenient, it often leads to imbalance in relationships, as well as feelings of injustice and dissatisfaction. Remember, you are not obligated to be convenient and comfortable because you are a unique individual. So if you don't have the time or desire to help someone, you can stop agreeing to everything. You have the right to say no if something doesn't suit you. Your interlocutor may understand such unwillingness. If you have a firm position, it is a path to gaining respect. If a person is angry or offended, it's not your fault. It's their choice. Remember these words and don't fall for manipulation. First, understand what is most important to you in life, what is valuable, and what is not. Then, be sure to communicate your priorities and values to your partner, friend, or family. Pay attention to actions, not just words. Stop believing promises and waiting for a miracle. If a person doesn't understand words, show them through actions that they are hurting you. You can indicate your intention to part ways and end such hurtful relationships. Start valuing yourself and others will stop devaluing you. Method number 3, boost your self-esteem. Most people are naturally drawn to confident individuals. A self-assured person exhibits incredible qualities that attract those around them. True confidence begins with internal self-awareness. Identify your strengths and unique qualities. Understanding your advantages helps build a positive self-perception, and strengthens self-esteem. Acknowledge your limitations and shortcomings. Work on them instead of hiding or denying them. This allows for growth and development. Embracing your imperfections is the key to inner harmony. Set realistic goals and strive to achieve them. Each accomplishment becomes a building block in constructing confidence. Success breeds self-esteem and belief in your abilities. Engage in physical activities to strengthen your body, willpower, and confidence. Consider adopting a stylish hairstyle and wearing clean, fashionable clothes as additional ways to enhance your self-image. Method number 4. Stop apologizing. We all apologize at some point in our lives. From an early age, we are taught that when you do or say something wrong, you should apologize. Sometimes we apologize too easily for things that don't require an apology or explanation. We do it quite unconsciously, almost automatically. Constant apologies can have negative side effects on your career and relationships. It can create an image of incompetence and weakness. The most damaging and long-term side effect of excessive apologies is how they erode your self-perception. How to stop saying sorry constantly? Reflect on how your childhood or early development may contribute to your tendency to apologize excessively. Dig into questions like, what is your initial reaction when someone says no to you? Was it discouraged in your family to speak up for yourself? Or was it encouraged? When you were younger, was it acceptable to express yourself and share your opinions? What other significant events shaped your worldview regarding assertiveness and respect for authority, especially in the workplace? Then examine the contexts in which your apology impulse manifests. Begin identifying triggers that exacerbate this behavior, such as specific people, contexts, moods, or times of day. Start replacing unwarranted apologies with precise statements to convey your opinion. For instance, if you have an idea to organize a family gathering on the weekend and want everyone to support the idea, instead of beginning with apologies like, sorry if you don't have time or if it's inconvenient for you, but I think it would be great to spend time together this weekend. You can emphasize confidence. I propose organizing a gathering this weekend. I have a few ideas on how to make it fun for everyone. Let's discuss possible dates and how to make it convenient for each of us. Such an approach helps create a positive and confident perception of your plans, rather than focusing on potential negative reactions or inconveniences. Method number 5. Say stop to internal critic. The inclination towards self-criticism is a prominent trait among perfectionists. We never seem to think that we are good enough. We are never satisfied with the outcome and efforts invested. We set unrealistic standards for ourselves that we simply cannot meet. You might argue that being tough on oneself is motivating for improvement. However, criticism more often induces shame rather than enhancing motivation. It strikes at our self-esteem. By berating ourselves, we hinder our ability to progress. Here are a few tips to cease self-criticism. Adjust unrealistic expectations. It's impossible to do everything perfectly. Focus on progress rather than an unattainable ideal. You're not obligated to master everything, but you can achieve a lot. Learn from mistakes. Try viewing them not as failures, but as opportunities for learning, growth, and development. Steer clear of negative individuals. If someone refuses to treat you with due respect, you have the right to sever ties with that person. Refrain from engaging in negative internal dialogue. Such conversations happen automatically and are deeply ingrained in our psyche. Don't accept the negative statements of your inner voice as truths. Ask yourself, is this true? Where is the evidence? Do you genuinely believe this, or is your inner voice simply echoing the words of others? You have the ability to form your own self-perceptions based on your experiences and values. Method number 6. Don't fear conflicts. Conflicts and the potential intensity they may bring often frighten us. However, sometimes confrontation is necessary to restore connections. Managing conflicts constructively is a skill that can be learned. We often forget that conflict is merely a divergence in positions. It's not a blind spot or a Bermuda Triangle. There's no need to fear or postpone conflicts. They can and should be managed. Several simple and effective techniques exist for conflict resolution. The first technique is harmonious communication. Start by addressing a hypothetical positive and then a hypothetical negative. When you want to communicate to your partner that something is bothering you, it's crucial to begin with positivity. Make it clear that discussing the issue isn't a whim but a search for consensus which will help maintain long-lasting and warm relationships. Then, articulate what exactly is bothering you. The key is not to stay silent, but to speak up. Specify the reason for your dissatisfaction. Find or prepare words to describe your emotions. Communicate thoughtfully and harmoniously. The second technique is to talk about yourself, not the other person. For example, I would like, "It's important to me. Please treat me this way." Always speak about yourself, your emotions, and your perception. Position it from I. When we use you, it always sounds like a reproach. The third technique is the three-part statement. In the first part, inform the other person precisely what in their actions or words displeases you. Clearly define the situation that causes you discomfort, as the person may not be aware that they're crossing your boundaries. In the second part, express the feelings and experiences you have related to this situation. In the third part, provide ready-made models of behavior. Share how you would like your partner to act. This is a crucial aspect of the technique that is often overlooked in real life. The other person doesn't have to guess or figure things out. They receive clear rules, a ready-made set of instructions. Remember that the goal of a conflict is not humiliation or domination, but finding an adequate solution. If you can adeptly handle conflicts, people around you will see you as a wise person. Wise individuals always enjoy trust and authority. Method number 7. Forget about constant initiatives in communication. Putting an end to constant initiatives in communication is not just a strategy, but a kind of experiment that can yield valuable results in understanding your relationships. When you stop constantly initiating communication, it provides an opportunity to gauge the mutual interest in your relationship. If the other person is also actively working to maintain the connection, it indicates that the relationship is important to them. This experiment allows you to test whether you are truly a priority for the other person. If, after a period of your inactivity, they show initiative in communication, it signifies that your importance is confirmed by their actions. Ceasing initiatives helps you better understand your own needs and expectations in relationships. It's a time for self-reflection that can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself and what you seek in your interactions. By allowing communication to develop naturally, you open the door to more relaxed and organic interactions. I'm not suggesting you should always be without initiative. I recommend conducting this experiment to explore your relationships with people. I hope that these psychological methods we've explored together have captured your interest and proven valuable in your life. However, keep in mind that I have one more secret, the 8th method, which will serve as the pinnacle of our guide to prioritization. Get ready for an exciting finale that could reshape your understanding of influence and significance. Secret method number 8, become ruthless. I want to clarify right away that ruthlessness is not about harshness or a lack of mercy and empathy. Ruthlessness is more related to refusing to pity oneself, because when we show self-pity, we often seek pity from others as well. It's a complex game of our psyche. Self-pity is a survival strategy from childhood. A baby can't solve its problems, so it resorts to passive crying and complaining. If a child is denied a toy, it might create a heart-wrenching drama as if it's a matter of life and death, and the child believes in its emotions. Similarly, an adult revels in sorrow when feeling self-pity. Even a minor problem can seem like a tragedy. When a person feels self-pity for themselves, it diminishes the available personal strength. To tackle life's challenges, healthy ruthlessness toward oneself is necessary. This is not to be confused with cruelty. Without self-pity, you stop exaggerating the drama and start solving problems. To get rid of self-pity, it's crucial to understand that the world owes you nothing. If the world owes you nothing, there's no need to be offended or cry. No need to wait for handouts. Now you are building your own path. If the world owes you nothing, it means you are okay. The world doesn't withhold gifts not because it doesn't love you, but because it's your responsibility to gift yourself. You are okay. If the world owes you nothing, you stop worrying about its opinion. Now you assess and choose for yourself. When the world owes you nothing, you discover that you can solve your problems on your own. You can achieve what you desire by yourself. You are no longer a victim. You are the creator of your path. In conclusion of this video, I want to remind you that when we pay attention to ourselves, those around us begin to appreciate us in a genuine way. It's important to understand that attending to our needs is not selfishness, but rather self-care and an expression of personal self-determination. By following these 8 methods, we create healthier relationships, make decisions aligned with our goals, and fill our lives with meaning and value. Thank you for your attention. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.